It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we've got Desmond Ridder. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Shamrocks and the Caps. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Caps of Canton and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors from Canton, they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying?
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from the Emerald Isle. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Smith on first down. A dump off to Elliott. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And he is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Geno on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Everyone see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Smith, and his pass incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Geno now to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Draw play. Elliott. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. And they bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down. Here's Ritter. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Smith. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, it's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And then you know that expression, he just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Ritter. Open man is Duvernay. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Ritter. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Ritter back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Canton offense takes over once again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Dulcich. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Geno. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3. Inside give to Elliott. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich from 4 yards out. And the Caps are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dublin's offense now set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on.
He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. Jones is in for a touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Canton offense takes over once again. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith to throw on second down. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man here is Scott, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, Smith. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Ridder. Pass to taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd and 4. Ritter now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ritter's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. A give to Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Working from the gun, Ritter. This one swung out here to Jones.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So the completion good for 7 there.
And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Ritter back to throw.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ritter to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ritter from the gun. A check down here to Jones.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down at 4 now.
Here's Ritter.
Caught on the right side by Jones. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Smith on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Completes it to Hardman. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings his offense onto the field yet again.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Geno now to throw.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And a huge play that time. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Smith to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's 1st and goal. Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Smith's going to throw it.
And he comes back with one complete.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dubliners,
they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have.
Meanwhile, for Canton, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.